welcome to Finding a Force, second video, maybe third, I don't know, depending on when this seems done editing. But today we're gonna be playing some random decks. There's really no theme to the selection here, but I'm playing Arna. Basically, it's auras with a little bit of equipment. I copy them, and it's kind of Voltron-y, but sometimes I do it on a creature other than Arna, but essentially it's like one-hit KO, so looking to do that.
Wow, that's neat, Payne. Yeah, today I'm playing Omnath Locus Creation, known as the 4-color Jelly Bean. It's a little bit of landfall, but mostly focused on flickering, trying to do some shenanigans, trying to trigger all the modes of Omnath multiple times a turn, and we'll see how we go from there. What are you up to, Tyler?
Aminatou, Veil Piercer, play miracles. Or cards that become miracles. So I'm drawing on other people's turns, trying to dump out as many enchants as I can. And then smash face. That's pretty much it. Dan?
It'll be a miracle if I let you do that, Tyler.
Oh
I
God,
am
already.
I am Dan. I am over on Scry is my channel. I do a lot of modern content, so feel free to check that out. I am, I guess, copying Nassim because he's coming before me, but I am also doing a lot of like blink shenanigans. I'm playing Niko, Light of Hope, so I want to turn my shards into creatures. A lot of the focus of the deck was more attack triggers than they were ETB triggers, but there are some good ETB and static effects as well. But yeah, other than that, I just want to blink Niko, make shards, and turn those shards into stuff.
Sounds great. Well, I'll go first, so we can, if everyone's happy with their hands, we can get started.
I like my 7.
I would love that.
I'm not a huge fan of mine, but well.
Yeah, I definitely one hand, one keep.
I don't want to shuffle. I've shuffled enough.
Yep. I'll draw. I will Marsh Flats into a Surveil land that has blue and pass.
Sure. I will draw. I will play this Stomping Grounds tapped, and I will pass.
See, Bane, I don't got a tutor for these cards. I'll play underwater, under city sewers.
I'll also get it under city sewers.
I'll keep on top.
Wow, the two Esper decks doing
pass.
exactly the same thing. Interesting.
I'll pass.
Yes.
Oh, I hate when my draw changes everything I want to do on turn 1.
I feel like you say that a lot, Dan. Is it just like a 60 card thing or what?
On it, like it really does happen a lot. I'm gonna play a Ancient Tomb, and be a problem. I'm gonna tap it, lose 2 for a Cyberman Patrol.
What does that
So,
do?
it is a 2-mana 2/2 artifact. Creatures you control have Afflict 3. Whenever a creature with Afflict 3 becomes blocked, defending player loses 3 life.
Just don't block.
Just don't block. Take 2
Hey, it's
damage
better.
instead of 3.
It is better.
Yeah, mathematically.
The math is mathin'.
Resolving my
After
Surveil.
that,
A planes into the bin.
after Payne resolves the Surveil, I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Dang, are the Surveillance even good if it takes 3 turns to resolve?
Yep.
Just shuffle faster.
I want to make sure everyone got my 1 from my Marsh Flat, so I am at 39.
Yep. Okay. I have 38 for me.
My timer's still going for when I'm unleashed. But I can unchain myself.
Will play this Goblet Shrine tapped and pass.
Sure. I'll untap. I will play this island, and I will pass the turn to my good friend Tyler.
Well, I knew what I was drawing, and I still was shocked by it. All Talisman of Progress. I'll pass.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Nowhere near casting that. I'll play an Exotic Orchard. And then I am going to tap for 3, losing 2 again down to 36 for one of my favorite cards, Doomed Artisan. It is a 3-mana 1/1 sculptures you control can't attack or block. At the beginning of your end step, create a colorless sculpture artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of sculptures you control. Move to combat.
I'm already scared.
Tyler, I would like to
take 2.
hit you for 2. I will move to my end step and try to make a sculpture, which I have the token for, and I will pass to Peyton after that.
I'd be really surprised he didn't have the token for it with your stack that huge.
Sure.
I do have the token for it. I'm looking for it right now. I went out of my way to buy it because I put this in like 3 different decks that I have now.
I'll
That's
play
valid.
Watery Grave, tapped, and pass.
That's
Okie
crazy.
dokie.
Not having good draws, unfortunately.
I'll play a forest as my land for turn. I will tap 3. I will play the homie, the ever faithful, and Arna blocker. Clifftop Lookout. Reach 1/2. When it enters, reveal cards from top of my library. Till I reveal a land card, put that card on the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of my library in random order. So I'll just go do that.
Seems broken.
Bramblem Druid at Plains. I'll put the Plains into play. And after that, I will pass. Just a frog.
A 1, 2, 3, 4 for my commander, Aminatou. At the beginning of my upkeep, surveil 2. Each enchantment card in your hand has miracle, and its miracle cost reduces the CMC by 4. I have been unleashed. And I'll pass.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. All right. I will play a Misty Rainforest. And I am going to just race to 0 life faster than you guys can get me to 0 life.
It's a lot of self-damage.
I'm going to take 3 more damage off of a Fetch Shock Hallowed Fountain.
We got 35 now?
33.
33.
33. Yeah, I took 2
Yeah.
off Ancient Tomb last turn.
Gotcha.
I know, I'm racing to the bottom. If I can kill myself before you guys can kill me, everything is good.
I don't see that happening. Just yet.
Ever the
Just-
optimist over here.
I'm seeing
let's see.
Cybermen and sculptures, and I'm terrified.
Well, I'll go down to 31 and attempt to cast Niko. Niko is a 3/4. When it enters, create 2 shard tokens, and I can tap 2, tap, and then exile target non-legendary creature you control. Shards you control become copies of it until the beginning of your next end step. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So when Niko enters, I will make 2 shard tokens. So I'm going to move to combat. Nassim, your frog there is a 1/2?
1/2. Reacher.
All right. Take this 2/2, please.
I will take 2, going down to 38.
I will move to my end step, have no effects on my second main phase, and make a second sculpture. And I will say go.
I will untap. And I will draw. Shit. I'll play swamp. And I will pass.
Interesting.
roll, Raggy.
How much mana is Arna?
5.
Oh, next turn, baby.
Yeah, I told you I kept a sus hand, but my draws have also been like sus. So
I will play a forest.
But a
I'll tap
6-land
5.
hand with Colossus Hammer.
nope, worse than that.
Oh, God.
I will play Karametra, God of the Harvest. Indestructible. As long as my devotion to green and white is less than 7, Karametra is not a creature. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I may search my library for a forest or plains card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle my library. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Yep, I will surveil 2.
Show me a miracle.
I can get there. Draw! This is my miracle card.
Do you believe in miracles?
So this is reduced by 4. I'll 1, 2, take 1 damage from Talisman, and then I'll 3, and I'll cast and Overlord of the Mistmoors.
Oh.
Not for the impending cost, just the regular. So whenever ETBs or attacks, create 2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying. Fortunately, I don't have the tokens for that. So I'm just gonna go
How
grab
dare
some
you.
tokens. I'll grab
Get
2
your
tokens.
ketchup and mayo token.
Whatever. I'm gonna go get tokens, and then I will pass to Dan.
That's true.
2 insect tokens.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm
All
back.
right. I'll untap. I will upkeep. I will draw a land. That's not a land. It's a card I can't cast either.
Well, it's good to be us.
It's stinky to be me. Well, I have two options. I think I'm gonna start off with my other favorite Magic card, Charismatic Conqueror. Throwback to the first video, if you guys know what the Conqueror does.
Brother, this guy
It's
stinks.
It's a vigilant 2/2. Whenever an artifact or creature enters the battlefield untapped and under opponent's control, they may tap that permanent. If they don't, you create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink.
Yep,
Then
that's a good one.
I am going to do a neat trick where I'm going to lose 2 life off of this Ancient Tomb down to 29. I'm going to tap my mana all in the same direction as my creatures. I'm going to activate Niko and attempt to... We'll target the Doomed Artisan. So I would like to exile this and turn my shards into artisans.
Yep.
Seems good.
Good.
I will just cover up the shards for now. I am going to move to combat. Peyton, you're at the highest life total. I will swing 2 points of damage at you.
That's it. It's
There's
like-
a 2/2.
yeah. I just
2/2
wanna
with a
make sure
flick 3.
That's all your attacks, is what I mean.
Yep, just that. Nope, no other attacks. I'm gonna hold the artisans back.
Okay. Yeah, no blocks. I go to 37.
And then I am gonna move to end step. And the fun thing about Niko is I can stack the triggers so that these Doom's Artisans make the sculptures before the original comes back in. So I'm gonna have a sculpture count of 4. And then Doomed Artisan will come back into play. And then I will turn.
That's a lot of synergy.
Play your
So
copy.
those
Buy your copies of Niko.
those statues are basically constructs, right?
Yep, they are equal to the
Okay.
number of sculptures, so they only care about sculptures.
Themselves. Okay, cool.
I'll play planes. And I will just cast Arna because this deck is
Can I?
struggling.
Would you like to tap it?
Tap what? I don't even know what spell's on this deck.
He said play Arna.
Play Arna. Just wondering.
I guess yeah, you would read Arna first.
Has it
I
ETB
would.
yet? Bozo?
I'm trying to figure out what. Because if I give Dan a token, that sucks for everyone. But I also have one creature.
I'm just using it to block. I'm not
sure,
swinging
sure.
these 1/1s.
Sure. You can have it.
Let's go.
So Arna is a flying lifelink 4/4 with ward discard a card. Whenever a modified creature I control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Then for each non-token permanent attached to it, create a token that's a copy of that permanent attached to that creature. I will pass the turn.
Sure. I'll untap Reno. All right, I think it's time for the angry jelly bean to show up.
Oh boy.
Slami Nami.
Huh?
The
Starting
Slami
his team
Nami.
to read us an entire novel.
Yeah. All right, so I will be casting Omnath, Locus of Creation. Legendary creature, elemental. When Omnath, Locus of Creation enters, draw a card. Then he has a landfall ability. Whenever a land you control enters, you gain 4 life if this is the first time this ability is resolved. If it's the second time, add 4 mana. If this is the third time, Omnath deals 4 damage to each opponent and planeswalker you don't control. On cast, that'll trigger Karametra, so I will look for a forest or plains card on battlefield tapped.
Sweet.
I will do my Catch Your Triumph. Give that a good little shuffle. On ETB, Omnath, I will draw a card.
On ETB,
Neato.
would you like to tap it?
Yeah, I think I'll tap it.
You monster.
No tokens for you, my friend.
I will remember this when I sludge
yeah, I
monster
bet you
your
will.
commander.
You can sludge monster me all you want. It's not going to stick, I think. I'll play my land for turn. Arid Mesa. I'm going to landfall trigger. I will gain 4 life, going up to 42. I'm gonna crack my fetch. Looking for a land. I will get a basic mountain. Trigger Omnath again. I'll add 4 mana. I will use that 4 mana to cast the fan favorite.
The One Ring.
At a green. I wish, right? I'll cast Topiary Stomper. When it enters battlefield, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. This will trigger Karametra. I'll look for a forest. Are we cool if I just do both
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
in the same tutor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I'll do both. That'll trigger Omnath. Everyone will take 4 damage.
I'm at 25.
We must kill
And
Dan.
then
I'm at 33.
and then I'll do Temple Garden. And
Yo, this
a
1/1 lifelinker about to go crazy.
All right. With that, I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep surveil trigger. I'll keep both on top. I'll draw this. It's not. No miracle today, boys. No miracle today.
I guess we don't believe in them.
But I will tap a blue for a Mystic Remora. Keep move up. Keep 1 whenever an opponent casting a non-creature spell. I may draw a card unless they pay 4.
In my casual power level 3 gameplay, Tyler,
Yes,
unbelievable.
sir.
Except it's not a game changer, so.
Then do I?
Nope. Why is this even muted?
All 2 for an Inquisitive Glimmer as well. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less, and I can unlock cards for 1 less mana as well. Unlock rooms. I'll go to combat. Dan, do you have any flying blockers? Or reach?
I do not, but Overlord doesn't fly.
You're
It is a
right.
ground creature.
What?
You swing it at me, I'll chump it with
Classic.
a 1/1.
True.
Classic Tyler.
That's the tokens it gives do fly. So I was like,
Yeah,
alright.
I have played enough standard to know that that card does not fly. If it flew, Domain would have been banned a long time ago.
Yeah. I don't want to swing it at Peyton, but
Swing it at Nassim.
Nassim
Nassim's at
has
42.
Karametra's online though, and that will just
One,
Karametra's
two,
how
three,
big?
4. Oh, it is online.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry. No,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
the,
Represent your
the
board state.
constructors are outside destroying shit. So that's why I just had to
Oh, I see.
mute
I
myself.
figured. I just wanted
If
to
you
be
see me
sure in
muted,
case it was
yeah.
on accident.
Dan, would you just block it with a 1/1?
Yeah, I'm down to block it with a 1/1 here.
You won't kill it?
No, I'm not throwing. I can't block with the sculptures anyways. I'm not throwing all my guys in front of it. I just want to gain some life.
Yeah. We'll go Overlord.
All right, I'll block.
And
I'll
then I'll
gain
have
1 to 26.
the 2 insects that come in, I'll have them come in tapped.
Those. Just give me some guys. It's fine,
Nope.
Tyler. Friendship.
Nope. I gave you a life. What are you talking about?
That's yeah. But
don't you come around asking
Come
me
on.
for another favor.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay, and I'll pass after that.
Listen, all I'm saying is, help me out. Land.
So how do
I
how
told
do we
you I
feel
did.
about How do we feel about Tyler having all these bodies?
Do you have a board wipe?
No.
I do. In hand.
Ooh.
Or do I? I'm playing the mind games.
Oh yeah. What if I just lie?
I don't know.
Is lying strategy?
It could be.
I am gonna miss a land drop again. Be sad about it.
It's the ancient tomb curse.
It really is. Like I saw. So the issue was I drew the Cyberman Patrol on turn 1 when my plan was like Misty get a surveil. But like I couldn't turn down a turn 1 play. No, you can't do that. That's bad content.
It's just like token.
I think
you know,
bad
gotta-
content is getting
Listen,
mana droughted.
I have a pretty good board. Like I can cast the spells in my hand, but like I got a pretty
Yeah.
good board for having 4 lands here.
That is true. You do.
If only you could crack
I-
these shards to draw a card.
Yeah, but then I lose the
Maybe.
value of them being other things.
And you could crack a blank, or we could kill your commander. You could recast it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
swing it
won't be
into
able to
me.
wing
do
I'll
that.
promise to
Wing
kill
it.
it.
I am going to just simply pass the turn. In
Wow.
my end step, I will make a sculpture. Sculpture count 5.
Point and laugh at this man.
Yo, I'm not worried about it. You're worried about it.
One tap.
I'm not worried. I'm laughing.
Stop it.
I will upkeep.
I just need an
and
adult.
draw.
All right, Payne, show me the mantle of legions that you kept in your hand.
That gets nothing.
See, you didn't say you didn't have it.
You're right. I'll tap 2. I'll cast Staggering Insight. Staggering
pretty good.
Insight is an aura that says creature gets +1/+1, has lifelink, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Would you like to pay the 4?
No, sir.
Thank you. Not a miracle.
It's getting +1/+1. I'll tap 2. I'll cast Daybreak Coronet. Enchant creature with another aura attached to it. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3, has first strike, vigilance, and lifelink.
Pretty good. But would you
Wow.
like to pay the 4?
I would not like to pay the 4 because I can't.
Ah, that would have been a miracle. You sack it. You filth.
I did not control your draws.
Yeah,
Whatever.
just you ever just like stack your deck
Why didn't
better.
you pay the 4? Why didn't you pay the 4?
Oh.
See you pass the spell next turn.
And then I wouldn't
Well,
have been
seems
able
like
to
that's a
cast.
lot of
I wouldn't have been
non-creatures.
able to cast a second spell if I had paid the 4, so you still wouldn't have gotten the draw.
Whatever.
I
Gritty
know.
on him.
I know it hurts your feelings,
I
but
mean,
I'll go to
yeah, take it
combat
personally.
and Dan. I will declare
Yeah.
Arna as an attacker at you. On
Does
attack.
menace?
No.
Okay.
On attack, I will get copies of Daybreak Coronet and Staggering Insight. So Arna has flying, lifelink, first strike, vigilance.
Flying?
Yeah.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, it's
and
on a bird.
It is getting plus. Yeah, there's a bird in the picture. It's getting
The bird is
so
logging.
4, 5, 6. It's a 12/12.
I can't block that. I'll take 12. Real fast. Put me down to 14.
Alright, Nassim, you know what to do.
I'll gain 12.
What?
And then I will draw 2 cards
That's
because
it.
both Staggering Insights will trigger.
And
I'm
then you
no
gain,
longer
like,
your
just
wrath guinea pig.
a metric ton of life.
Yep.
Right.
And then
12 life.
Yeah, 12 life up to 45.
Yep. And then I will go to my end step and pass.
Oakley dokley. I'll untap.
4, 5, 6, 7. You better get a flyer, Dan.
I don't think there are many flyers in this deck.
It's okay. I won't swing at you again.
That's what they all say.
You know that means, Tyler, it's either you or me, bro.
I've got a whole bunch of flying blockers.
And y'all have
Yeah.
y'all have flying
Yeah.
blockers. So
One toughness, yeah.
Only one reacher.
it
Paying
doesn't
one
have
reacher.
trample.
Yeah, currently doesn't have trample.
There are no trample enablers in the deck.
Oh, word. It's gonna be unblockable then. So it won't
No,
matter
the
what
o-
we have.
The only way to
Wait,
make Arna
it's
unblockable.
Esper, right?
Yep.
It's Esper, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The best way is pro creatures. That's usually how I get Arna to be unblockable.
Locks it on Warhammer. Boom.
That's colorless, and I don't play equipment.
And it can go into the
Gosh,
deck.
Tyler.
No copy. Trample.
Sorry, I just-
Triple
what do I
trample.
do here? Okay. I understand now.
I'll do the signature facial expression next time you say that.
I'll tap 3. I will cast Farhaven Elf. When it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for basic land, put it on battlefield tapped, then shelf your library. On the stack, that'll trigger Karametra. I will look for a forest or a plains card, put on battlefield tapped. I'll do a plains. That'll trigger Omnath. I'll gain 4 life. On ETB, I will trigger Omnath, add 4 mana. Let me get my land.
On ETB, would you like to tap it, or may I have a vampire?
You can have the vampire.
Oh, because I'm not long for this world, anyways.
Yeah, because my good friend Tyler is going to put you down.
I can't. He has so many bodies. What?
Oh, yeah, you have
Yeah,
the
flyers.
4.
I need the
2/2s.
flying blockers for Peyton.
Just need one, dude.
He's gonna give it menace somehow.
Payne said he can
I'm gonna
only attack
die.
with the one thing.
I don't give it miss usually.
Oh, usually, wow. Being quite particular with our words today, aren't we?
He just gives you triple lifelink. That's
Yeah.
I'll eat the 4 mana. I'm going to cast Feldar Guardian. When this enters the battlefield, I may exile another target permanent I control, then return it on battlefield under its owner's control. On cast, Karametra will trigger. I'll look for a forest.
I am going to respond, I think, to just all of this.
Sure.
Um,
Feldar on the stack, Karametra trigger on the stack.
I'm just going to cast an Arcane Denial on the Felidar.
Would you like to pay the 4, Dan?
Nope, you got it, bro.
This is my miracle trigger. Ooh! I can't cast it though.
Ah,
Very
I don't
dumb.
have double white. That would have been
I'd
so
like
nice.
to give
Yeah, I
you
have a-
2 cards in the next upkeep instead of a stinky Felidar Guardian.
Yeah, I have nothing for Feldar Guardian. Oh, sorry,
Sweet.
for Arcane Denial.
Whew. Saving
Thanks,
my
Dan.
own life just a little bit. Now don't swing a 12-12 at me, Peyton, please.
I didn't told you I'm not coming. I need somebody else alive to take
That's
the
true.
hits. As soon as you're gone, I'm just toast.
All right, am I good to get my lands?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure. That'll trigger Omnath. Everyone will take 4.
I'm at 10.
Chose the wrong side, Dan.
Listen, I was going to take probably 8 this turn, go to 6, and just die anyways.
I think you're taking 8 this turn and dying anyways.
I mean, like, most likely, but maybe then I would have
Uh-oh.
taken 12 and died, so...
Ooh. Yeah,
Let's all chill out.
I'm
We're all
no
friends
longer.
here.
This is called banter, Tyler. I'm not upset.
We're not,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
we're
whoa,
not
whoa, whoa.
friends, actually. I hate Nassim.
Yeah, don't
Vice
use the
grip
F word.
is
I don't know,
again.
I don't, yeah. Don't
Um,
use the F word around us.
Well.
He's in the lab.
Did anything here? I think.
Just pass.
I think I
think
just
you got
passed.
me.
I think I just passed candidly.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Upkeep trigger. After Tyler untaps, Nassim, you may draw 2 magic cards.
I'll take those cards.
You might be too little too late there, buddy.
Upkeep, I'll pay the 1.
Too little, too late for what?
Surveil.
This land that I drew.
Oh, I see.
I might just be dying.
No, dude, we're actually going to keep you alive, so Payne has to deal with you eventually. We're going to keep passing the buck around.
Listen,
Surveil.
I'm not even scary. I'm just sitting here at 10 life.
I dealt with Dan already. He's at 10. Now,
Yes, I
Ancient
took a-
Tomb is no
I had
longer
some-
just a funny little land.
Ancient Tomb is real scary.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
I'll
Temple
draw.
of False Gods is much better.
I'll play a
True,
land.
I should have put the false god in this. No miracle?
Nope. No miracle. Oh, what did I just do? There you go. 7.
I mean, Tyler could just kill me if he wanted to.
Why would I do that? Why
I don't
do
know.
that? We're friends.
All right, you can use the F word. I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Just
I
don't
resent
put
that.
just don't put me and Nassim in the same sentence.
Don't you worry.
I'm going to edit the thumbnail so me and Dan are looking at each other.
Yeah, just longingly.
Smiling.
I'll never smile in another video.
The theme of this episode actually is friendship
Oh,
and how we maybe Don't.
Cast Trouble in
Okay.
Pairs.
Guess the who what now?
Trouble in Pairs.
Yo, chill.
Which does what exactly?
If an opponent would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. Whatever an opponent attacks you with 2 or more creatures, draws their second card each turn, or casts their second spell each turn, I draw a card.
No, my Niko taking turns deck has been turned off.
Would you like to gain some life, Dan?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna kill it?
No.
All right, I'll swing Overlord at you.
All right, I'm gonna respond to the attack trigger
Oh, he's gonna exile it instead.
by going down to 8. Now I am gonna activate Niko to target my charismatic conqueror.
Oh, I see.
Now, I get to do the fun trick where, regardless of what you choose, I get at least 2 1/1 vampires, but you could give me 4, and I promise to not block with all 6 of them. I'll block with 4 just so I can gain 4 life.
You know what, Dan? You have a deal.
We're friends. Let's go.
We're
All right,
friends.
We're friends.
I am gonna make 6. I'm gonna make 4 off of the trigger, and then I will use 4 of the. I'll use 6 of them to block. Ah, no, I'm just kidding. I'll
Liar.
use.
Get him!
You
Get him!
liar.
Got him. No,
Yeah,
I'll
block
use
it
4 of them
with a
to block.
sculpture or something. That technically isn't
I-
blocking with
they-
all 6.
They can't block.
Drats.
Still can't attack or block, but I will block with 4 of them and gain 4 life up to 12.
All right. And you know what, Dan?
Yeah.
So I still have to choose if they come in tapped or not, right?
Yeah. So, well, yeah. When you attack, so I've got 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to have them enter. You can choose to tap them when they enter and give me just 2, or you can have them enter untapped and give me 4. Either way, I'm getting
doing
2.
any weird shenanigans towards me.
No, I'm just trying to gain as much life as I can to like not die.
Right, Dan, we'll keep you in this a little longer here.
Ooh, my friends are so merciful.
We'll have a mutual relationship, a beneficial, a symbiotic. It all.
Hell yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Did we
6,
just resolve the same deal twice?
Yep.
Yes, we
Is that
did.
what- I'm confused.
Art of the deal, baby. Come on. I'll pass turn.
Yeah. See, but
So
now
we
I have
just-
to be even more great. So on
And let's
set
rehash this
will
a
come back.
third time. I just want
Yeah,
to.
so,
Yeah,
say,
so
did I miss something the first time we agreed to
I
the same
have-
terms, or what?
I have to be even more graceful now to Tyler because he's given me the same deal 2 times.
Oh, I
That's
see.
what I'm
I see.
talking about.
All right, what is
It's
the
a great
correct
relationship.
play here?
So you're at 14?
I am at 12 because I took 2 off the
Oh.
ancient tomb.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that's surely something. That lets me do. Do I want to do anything else with that? Let's go. Well, that's pretty hot. I am going to convoke a spell by tapping 3 of my sculptures for 3 colorless, and tapping the Doomed Artisan for the white to pay for Benny Brack's Zoologist. Benny Brack's is a 4-mana 3/2 convoke. At the beginning of each end step, if you created a token this turn, draw a card. And then I am going to, again, burn my life total to 0 as fast as possible. Taking 2 down to 10, play a Sword of Hearth and Home.
You gonna pay the 4, sir?
No, you got it. We are symbioticing.
Thank you. I draw it. Not a miracle.
Unrelated. He can't pay the 4.
I'm
That
just
also,
saying.
that's not the important part.
I'm
Maybe
just
I have
saying it.
some outside of the game spirit thing. So, Sword of Hearth and Home, equipped creature gets +2/+2, has pro green and pro white. And whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target creature you own, and search your library for a basic land. Put both onto the battlefield under your control, then shuffle.
I'm also gonna draw a second card from Trouble in Pairs because that was your second spell.
That is
Benny
true.
Brack's Sword of Hearth and Homes.
Yep. I am going to put the Sword of Hearth and Home onto the Charismatic Conqueror. And now, Nassim, if I'm seeing this correctly, your board is all green and white.
Yes, that is correct. at this
So what
time.
I'm hearing is
That sounds like a
if I
congressional hearing,
swing
bro.
4 damage at you with vigilance.
Glad you caught the vibe.
Do you
Sure.
have any effects?
Nope. I'll take. You said 4 damage.
Yes.
Yep. I'll take 4. Down to
will have a
41.
trigger. I'm gonna blink Niko, and I'm gonna go search for a basic. I'm gonna get this island that I found. They will both enter at the same time.
Non-green
Wow,
players
me.
ramping.
I
I'm
know.
just making me feel some kind of
in
way.
this in this economy, yeah. So I'm gonna get that. Nico's gonna enter and make me 2 more shard tokens. And then Tyler, you're gonna get to draw another card off of me.
You're drawing your second.
Yep, because I'm gonna move to my
Okay.
end step, and because I created a token this turn, I'm gonna draw a card off Benny. Benny B. Oh god, oh good heavens. Draw this card. And that is all the game actions other than making another sculpture that I can take.
Sick.
And you may go, Peyton.
Sweet. I'll untap. I'll keep the thing. Draw.
We're sticking kind of thick.
I'll play a Morphic Pool.
What life is Nassim at?
I'm at 41.
41. Got it.
I'll cast Sage's Reverie. Enchant creature. When Sage's Reverie enters the battlefield, draw a card for each aura I control that's attached to a creature. Enchanted creature gets
Would you like to play the
+1/+1 for each aura I control that's attached to a creature. No.
Yes, sir. I am not stopping that.
Yeah, that's probably.
And then that's your second, or more than second draw for the turn. After that, so I'll,
Yeah.
so I'll
So
try.
go ETB. I'll put it on Arna, and I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
Seems good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5. So I will try to make room for all this mess. I will go to combat. I will declare Arna as an attacker at Nassim. And on attack, I will get copies of Staggering Insight, Daybreak Hornet, and the Sage's Reverie. So,
Yeah. Can I respond to the ETB draw thing?
sure.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm good. I'm good.
Is it a sorcery?
No, I didn't want to mess up my faces because we're still in attack.
I will. Hold on. This one's +1.
Right. 8 cards.
This one's +3. This goes up to a big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 cards. But these are both +8. I'll drop 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy crap.
That's a lot of cards.
And then I will. Before blocks will tap 1 white, and I'll Path to Exile the cliff top.
Yep. I'll tap 4.
Oh, Peyton, would you like to pay the 4? Sorry.
No.
I will play Lae'zel's Acrobatics, which won't matter, but I want to see what number I would have rolled. Exile non-token creatures you control, then roll a d20. 1 through 9, return those creatures on the battlefield under their owner's control, being the next end step. 10 to 9, I'll return it, then exile it again, then return it.
I mean, you might get a couple nasty draws.
Do you like to pay the forward? You see?
No, it's on my end step. Or
Okay.
the end step.
If you
won't.
go above a 15, you get at least one redraw.
Oh, is it right now?
Yeah, it'll leave,
I
come
see.
back, and then leave again.
Okay, gotcha.
Wait, so I'm
Alright.
confused what's happening.
One.
He's spacing stuff out.
No, he's
I'm
basically
flickering.
blinking
Oh,
his.
sorry.
He's,
Alright,
he's
sorry,
gonna
you're blinking.
blink his
Yeah.
whole board. He's gonna roll a d20, and then whatever the result is, it'll determine what happens.
Yeah, so 1 through 9, it returns onto the battlefield under my owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. 10 through 20, return those cards to the battlefield under your owner's control, then exile them again. Then I'll return them to the battlefield under the owner's control beginning the next end step. So I'll get all the triggers once,
Okay.
and then they'll disappear again, is what's
Okay.
potentially happening.
Pretty could draw a card potentially. Yeah.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Roll.
20. 4.
All right. Massine's bad.
That's
Don't let him gain life.
16, 1, 22, 23, 24, 29. 9 plus 16 is 25, 26, 27, 28, 32 life.
I believe you, Dan. I should check
Right?
myself.
It's a
Um,
Arna's a 4/4.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, 16, plus 8, plus 8. 16 plus 16. 32.
32.
All right. Does what like keywords and stuff does it have?
Lifelink, flying, vigilance, first strike.
That's it.
Or
Board.
discard a card.
Discard a card.
Okay. Got it.
And so I have triggers on the combat damage. I'll draw 1, 2, 3 cards. And 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
Is that a good oh my god or a bad one?
I'm just about
Extra
to-
turn.
No, there's no extra turns in the deck, but I'm just about to be a nasty person.
Well, you can't take extra turns.
I can if I blow that up. So second main, I'll tap a white. I'll cast Ocelot Pride.
Oh no.
And there's a world where he decks himself.
Yeah, there is a world where I do deck myself.
Is that your second spell this turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
The second was the path.
Oh yeah,
Oh, well,
it's fine. You can draw, even though it's your missed trigger that you missed. Ocelot Pride is a first strike lifelinker that has Ascend, and at the beginning of my end step, if I gain life this turn, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Then if I have the City's Blessing for each token I control that entered the battlefield this turn, create a token that's a copy of it.
You definitely have the kitty's blessing.
Yeah. So I will go to my end step. Ocelot Pride will trigger. I'll get a
in
cat.
response to the Ocelot Pride trigger,
Respond to the trigger or the end of second main.
the trigger.
Because the trigger's on the stack, so if you're trying to stop the trigger, you have to do
I'm
it
not
on
trying to stop
second.
the trigger.
Okay.
I'm just responding to it. I'm gonna flash in a fairy mastermind.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
We have all the draws.
Okay. So Ocelot Pride will trigger. I get a cat. I don't think I have a cat. Is it one white? One cat.
And then you make another cat.
Don't. Where are my cats? Ah, Ocelot Pride cat. And then, like Dan said, I will get second cat. I will also get token copies of Sage's Reverie, Daybreak Coronet, and Staggering Insight. I will target the Ocelot Pride with those auras instead of Arna. So Ocelot Pride now has a Daybreak Coronet, Staggering Insight, and a Sage's Reverie. So it's getting...
Oh, hey, Tyler, did you want the thing to enter tapped or untapped? You son of a gun.
I'm sorry.
You
but
should have
can't
done it
block-
at the...
You can't block him anyways. I mean,
You should have just done it at the end of second main, so I could have drawn a card off of Benny.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so
It's okay.
sorry, Dan.
It's okay. All my friends hate me.
Yep, that's true. We do hate you.
2 more. This is messy. 11.
It's okay. At least I wasn't the first out.
True. Whoever that was, I
That
bet
guy
you really deserved
stinks.
it. I bet you really deserved it.
Yes.
I'll draw 11 off of the Sages Every entering, and then
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have to go to discard, unfortunately.
You don't say.
Yeah, I may have drawn a lot of cards. Still,
I think you'll be fine.
that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is. So I'm
I never wanted a
discarding.
board wipe so bad.
I'm discarding
What?
Anguish Making, Andriel, a bunch of lands, including Reliquary Tower, Curiosity, Unblockable, Negate, Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Starnheim Courser, Land, Ethereal Armor, Dovin's Veto, Island, Sword of the Animist, Land, Doomwake Giant, and Rogue's Passage.
All right.
Oh, you got a board wipe?
I might, but I kind of
One
don't
time?
want to board wipe either.
As long as you have
Anything
blockers.
else?
No, that was it. That was
I-
my cleanup step. So
I have a feeling this is definitely going to be a situation of I'm just going to give it unblockable and everything will be fine.
Oh, I'm gonna dump two lands in the graveyard from the Surveil trigger. I'll also dump. I'm not gonna pay for the Mr. Kimura. We'll draw. Put it into my hand. Sad boys today. Exotic Orchard.
Oh,
for the
Peyton,
lands we
did you
draw.
want any of your stuff to enter tapped? Or do you want to tap it when it enters?
Ocelot Pride can be untapped, but I'll do the 2 cats as tapped.
I was just in such awe of your end step that I just totally did not pay attention.
Yeah, Ocelot Pride in Arna was like, I was like, damn, this is actually too
Oh,
good.
it's
I mean, Ocelot Pride is
They're-
just good, but like,
Ocelot is just so cracked.
but just because they're token auras and because you can choose where they go, it's just like, oh, Arna got big, or some other creature other than Arna got big. Now I can make Arna
Yeah.
big. It's so good.
I'm gonna tap 1 for another draw engine.
Jeez.
Esper Sentinel.
Tyler, what is this doing?
I'm only drawing draw cards right now. This is insane.
Okay. Well, with all
Um,
this draw,
what
you
is-
should hopefully draw an answer.
What does
Yeah.
Esper Sentinel do?
Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X, where X is Esper Sentinel's power, which is 1.
Hey, Tyler,
Dan,
would you like to have
you
it
wanna
enter
do it?
tapped?
Do you want to make our covetous deal again?
I am down to do that, but are you going to have your Esper Sentinel? Are you going to tap it when it enters?
I'll have this one enter tapped,
You bitch.
but
That's fine. I will.
for this one, well, if
Yeah,
we do
I'll do our deal.
all right, here you go. Here's
Alright.
it's an Overlord.
So you'll make
We're building up to something big.
8 tokens.
We're
I will
building up to
block and
something.
gain 4 life.
They're at what, 14?
14.
All right. I'm gonna
Let's see.
go
What's your life total at?
to discard.
That's rude.
0.
Ah,
The scene is not entertained by your antics, Dan.
Athreos, I'll discard.
and it was on this day that I was never invited back onto the channel.
Extravagant Replication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then another draw engine, Talion.
Don't
Nice.
make Daddy mad.
Yeah. And then I'll pass turn.
All right. In your end step, I will draw a card off of Benny. And I will draw for the turn.
3 draw engines right here.
You will be drawing 7 cards on a turn.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully one of them is a
Oh.
miracle card. Well, I guess only the first one can be miracle.
It's just
so.
the first, yeah.
Bummer.
Better be good.
You need more topic
That
manipulation.
sure was a draw.
I'm hopefully drawing like a card every turn. So like
I got-
eventually I'm bound to get one, but
I got bad news. You're not drawing a card on my turn.
you mother. Oh, you want to attack me with two vampires?
No, I need blockers.
Oh my god, Dan.
Not actually.
Oh.
Blockers for what? This flying?
Yeah.
Well, I've got Ocelot Pride doesn't fly, correct?
No.
But Arna does.
Yes.
That's
The
I'm not
problem does.
I'm not concerned about Arna at this moment, surprisingly. I drew a card I referenced earlier. Tap for blue, blue, and 3. I am going to attempt to cast the Sludge Monster. It is a 5-mana 5/5. When it enters or attacks, put a slime counter on up to one other target creature. Non-horror creatures with slime counters on them lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 2/2. I
Yucky.
would like to slime Arna. Trigger to discard a card for the ward. I am going to discard probably this card that I can't ever cast, Legion Loyalty, which gives my creatures Myriad. Is Arna the slime timed?
Sure. Arna can be slimed.
I would like to go to 12. I'm going to put my sword onto the Sludge Monster. And hope to give it protection from black, or from white and from green.
Sure.
And then I am simply just going to pass the turn and make a sculpture.
No draw for me.
Sorry, buddy. I don't think that this is good enough, but like I at least got to play the card.
Yeah.
The boy.
Keep draw.
Is it as long as Sludge Monster's out?
Yeah,
is he just
so
sludge no
it sludges and then it puts a static ability
On
for
the
as long as
sludge.
Sludge Monster is
Gotcha.
alive. Yeah.
It's like Tox Roll.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Sure. All right. So I'm casting Chroma's Will, choosing both modes, giving everything flying, vigilance, double strike, lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors. Arna's still big. Ocelot Pride also big. I will swing Ocelot Pride at Dan, and Arna at Tyler.
I eat it.
I am dead.
Yep,
Man, if only there was a
Wait,
board wipe
How many things did you swing at me? Sorry, just Arna or
or a
Just
removal
Arna.
spell.
damn, okay.
Yeah.
Because you
Oh
can
wait,
draw.
wait. Ready? Let's do this. In response. Everyone draw from Fairy Mastermind. I forgot that's an activated ability.
Okay.
Payne has drawn 2 cards this turn. You get to draw another one.
And true. No.
If
Unfortunate.
only someone had a swords
Great.
or a path
Yeah.
or a blasphemous.
Yeah. Look, don't look behind the curtain, all right? Don't look behind
I
the
just don't.
curtain.
I just don't understand why people are so board wipe adverse.
I misplayed. No, I was just trying.
I wanted
mix
to
up
leave my
bodies.
attackers.
If it
I was
makes
trying
Dan
to-
feel better, because I was playing as Arna as a 2/2, once I killed Tyler, I was just going to Teferi's Pro at the end of my turn. And then, so, pretty good game for me. I think I think Nassim has choice words for Tyler, but, you know, otherwise I think everyone did a little bit of what they wanted to do. Tyler miracled the 1 card.
Proud of
Oh.
you.
Let's go.
Nassim Omnath
There's 2.
2 cards. Wow. Dan did Niko things.
I made things.
I did
Didn't even get to flicker one thing.
I got to
So-
play
I got
my
one more turn.
Conqueror.
Yeah, always.
You know what would have
One
given
more
you the
turn.
1 turn, Tyler?
Yeah. I wonder.
My swords, or I also had a Supreme Verdict in hand.
2
God.
board wipes. That's crazy.
2 of us. No, I'm telling you, it's a sickness.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to keep my board state. I got greedy.
Got greedy.
Yeah, when
I
I,
was like,
faced
oh, I
down
have
80-80.
I have- Well, I was like, I have 8 flying blockers. Peyton can't get in. Dan, we're chill. We're friends. We're friendly. We're making
I
deals.
would have been so chill with you blowing up the board.
Yeah, Nassim, you know what? You screwed me because you died, so I didn't get extra draws. That's what it is. Next time you need to
Yes,
stay alive
definitely.
longer.
Yeah.
You could have saved
Sure.
him.
I couldn't have. It's out of my power, out of my hands.
Sure.
Only a miracle would have
Okay.
saved him.
All right, well, I'm cool to call
Uh,
that the outro. Excellent.
I
Leave it
have,
at that.
I have to do my coveted angry face though.
I generally, my opening hand was like the 3 lands and counterspell, staggering insight, and daybreak coronet. So I was like all in on the Arna train. I drew land, I drew Galadriel's dismissal, I drew another land, and then I drew another land. So then I finally, once I had Arna on board, I started drawing more into it. But off of the first draw 8 of the Sage's Reverie, 7 of them were lands. So I just either didn't shuffle the last time or just got really screwed. But I was, but then obviously I drew the like over 22 cards, which was or 11. I drew 11 cards, and that evened out my. That's when I drew the Achroma's Will and Teferi's Protection and Mantle of the Ancients. Now that Nassim was anticipating it in my original hand, but
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mine like might have been a little greedy. I kept 3 lands with the Ancient Tomb. Like I said, I the plan was to go turn 1 surveil land, but then it was like, Niko is so good with the Cyberman Patrol. It's like really hard to not just do that. And then it was like Doomed Artisan, and the Conqueror. So it's like, how do you not just like put a bunch of permanents into play and just hope it's good enough?
sure.
Is
Hey, Cam.
Charismatic the Conqueror just doomed or what? Because I feel like twice it's come out, twice it's caused a lot of triggers, and then didn't get it anywhere.
It's really just like a like I need you guys to chill card is really what it is. Like you like if I don't make any vampires, it just means that you've tapped all of your stuff and like now you're a little bit more open for attacks or like I don't have to worry about stuff like that. Or you give me 1/1s and I have chump blockers like me and Tyler did, where like I can make a deal to gain basically 2 life or 4 life every turn cycle. So it's like it's just a good card to have, and you just kind of like take your time with it and just like slow your opponents down, open them up for attacks, because then it's like if Peyton has a big scary board, it's like, well, I can't tap my stuff because Peyton could kill me, and then it's like, well, cool, now here's my 1/1.
I was gonna say I don't think it's a bad card. I think if anything, it probably kept in the game 2 turns longer. Otherwise, I think you would have just been dying to Ancient Tomb, or been unable to tap Ancient Tomb at some point because it just
I wouldn't have
you.
been playing the game.
So like, I think if anything in that game, it did something. But yeah, I think Dan's right. Like at best, it's like a stacks piece. It just keeps your opponents like 1 turn off from like doing what they anticipated. But I don't know, for 2 mana,
I did
for
with
2 mana, it does way more than it should.
Yeah, and like I did with Tyler's turn, like I can make the shards copies of it so that even if you tap it for one of them, I still get the other 2, 3, 4, however many triggers are left on the stack because they entered untapped.
Doesn't necessarily disprove what I was saying, but sure.
In conclusion, it sucks. Next
I
card.
mean, it's
Yeah, in conclusion,
Moving
yeah.
on.
you
Tyler.
might be right, but we're gonna pretend.
Why not play the?
I mean, I can't say anything. I just drew 30 cards and then blew I blew the game, so I can't really say
Shocker.
anything. Yes,
Flew too close to the sun. Got greedy.
I thought Overlord had flying. I can't talk.
Oh, man.
You ever read your card?
Ooh, no.
That's like a 50-50. That's a 50-50. No.
I don't think it's that. That's too high odds.
I'll give
It's
Tyler
like
credit.
90-10.
If it's flying in the art,
It should be flying.
I'll believe you.
It's like
I
sitting
don't
down.
even think it is.
Yeah,
I think
it's
like
not even flying in the art either. Is like the
it's
best part.
cringed.
I
He's
try.
chilling.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
cards are like they're literally flying in the art and they don't have flying.
Yeah.
So,